Brady Leman spent a lot of time running around Winsport when his mother worked here. When he wasn't out skiing, he was watching old clips of the 1988 games and playing on the simulators. Today, though he never dreamed it, he's now one of the best ski cross athletes in the world, and after a near miss at a medal in Sochi, has his eyes set on Pyeongchang and the goal of getting his own hardware and bringing it right back here.
I just remember thinking, man, that looks really cool. Like, wouldn't that be cool to be a part of it?
That was Leman watching old clips of the '88 Olympiad, and sure enough, he is part of it. Heading to his third games, currently ranked third in the world. Born into a skiing family and surrounded by Olympic lore, he seemed destined to represent Canada. But it wasn't until his late teens where it seemed a reality.
I was always that kid that was a step behind everyone else. It was his age. I was good, but I wasn't great. And it took me a long time to kind of catch up.
Starting off in Alpine, he transitioned to ski cross in 2008 as it debuted in Vancouver. In 2010, he was called up after a teammate got injured, but then got hurt himself in a crash. In Sochi, he was back, on pace for a medal, but crashed near the end, having to settle for a heartbreaking fourth.
It's a little bit motivating for sure to know that I was that close, but I'm not like hung up on trying to avenge my fourth place finish or something like that. Like, it's almost something more that I draw confidence from.
He also draws support from his family. His mother works with the Lake Louise Alpine event and still volunteers with the Canadian Association of Disabled Skiing. His father, still with his ski shop, making boots for many young Alberta racers. And when he thinks about how they managed he and his sister in the sport growing up,
I have no idea how they made it work. Skiing's an expensive sport, but they never let us see that, and we just got to do what we wanted to do, and as long as we were committed to it, Mom and Dad found a way to keep us in skiing.
He says it would mean so much to give them that sight on the podium. No crashes, no setbacks, but for all the hopes his family, friends, and Alpine Canada have for him, it's nothing compared to his own desire.
I want to win more than anybody else wants me to win, that's for sure. But it is really hard. One of the hardest things is kind of letting go of that expectation of, okay, you were second last year, so what's it going to take to make that next step?
The answer? Work ethic and mindset.
I get to do something that I love and call it a job, and so that's pretty cool, and that's just something that I remind myself not to take for granted, because you have the job that everybody wants and nobody gets to do.
For Calgary's pathway to the podium, Meyer, City News.